make it and then take it.
Open men, but yeah, they look like they're different. Yeah.
welcome and good afternoon. Welcome to Scully Park this afternoon for our Regional Super League men's semi-final. I have your starting lineups ready. Port Saints, 1, Anthony Sarabello. 19, Jesper Prestegard. Number 20, Josh Gardner. Number 21, Anthony Jamison. Number 23, Xander Hicks. Number 25, Angus Goodman. Number 27, Dan Peel. Number 29, Bailey Pascoe. Number 30, Cameron Falls. Number 31, Cooper Newton. Number 32, Matt Keel. And your substitutes, number 24, Oliver Chapman. Number 28, Ben McIntyre. Number 36, Dan Gardner. And Armidale City Westside, number 1, Hawkins Chase. Number 2, Miles Harris. Number 4, Sam Vernier. Number 5, James Clark. Number 6, Lucas Ayosa. Number 7, Jalali Atsun. Number 8, Andrew Lee. Number 9, Aidan Webster. Number 10, Brandon Forrest. Number 11, Macquack Acott. Number 13, Lachlan Harris. And substitutes for Armidale City Westside are number 12, William Nelson. Number 14, Saad Al-Fatani. Number 15, Robert Blair. And number 16, Carl Cheeseman.
Well, one men's finalist decided, the other one about to be. It's the second semi-final in the men's division of the UNE Regional Super League. The Port Saints versus Armidale City Westside. We are seconds away from kickoff at Scully Park. Fourth and final match of a big day of football in the inaugural UNE Regional Super League. It's the Saints that will kick off in their predominantly white kit, and they get us underway now. As they won their Group 3 wins from 3, the Saints. Sorry for L do that in Group A as well. Didn't do them much good earlier in the day. A shock result if you are just joining us. Inverell going down 6-0 to the Northern Storm. So it's the Storm of Karora that are waiting for the winner of this one tomorrow evening. And it's Westside who are on the attack early on. And that one's floated across to Hicks. And nodded down by Fernie Huff, and Fernie Huff does win that one. Al-Qatani. Harris floats one into the area and might have weighed his way through to a cot. They recover. And it rolls through, fumbled initially by Scarabello, who's got the gloves on for the Saints, but gets away with it. And then goes long straight away, trying to send Goodman on a run. Chases out to meet it. Peel. Patient build up from the Saints. Just play themselves under a little bit of pressure here. Newton now is right up the middle. Keeper's the call, but then it's swept clear instead by Clark, and that was probably just as well. Because if they had dallied on that, that could have been very dangerous. Hicks tries to squeeze one through, combining with Falls, and then Gardner. Now Westside will try and break here with Webster. Still Webster. Plenty of numbers back for the Saints in defence. And now there's a little tangle. Referee decides there wasn't anything in it, so we play on. Goodman now showing a burst of pace for the Saints, but he needs support. There's no one with him at the moment. He's got it all to do. He's being harried by Atrim. He manages to get the ball back. But Westside have got their defence back as well. Now it's been turned over to Fernie Huff. He tries to break quickly. Did that ricochet into the arm? I think it did. So does the referee. Dan Peel just caught out there. Easy one for Scarabello to deal with. Not too much happening with that free kick. Jamison tries to switch a play, and Al-Qatani intercepts. He's going to go quickly with the shot. Didn't get all of it. Hicks. Newton. It's turned around. They try and find Hicks again. They do, but he had to try and control it on the bounce and was unable to do it. Al-Qatani turns inside. That's a nice turn from Lee as well. Tries to prod it through, but it's not getting through the traffic at the moment. Harris, the captain. That ball comes to Norton as well. Press is good from Westside though, and they'll get the throw in as the reward. Forward, the flag stayed down at the moment, so Goodman. Now it's broken for Goodman. Can he put it away? Sure can. Angus Goodman puts the Saints in front. It's against the runner play, but Goodman got him behind all on his own. And it was a tidy finish. Port Saints lead 1-0. Well, early goals have certainly been a theme today. They've been all high-scoring games, the two women's semi-finals and also the first men's semi. We've had 14 or 16 goals so far today. Just have to check 16 in 3 games. We're up to 17 now. Goodman tries to knot it down. Gardner tries to force the issue. Oh, Pascoe. If only he was able to distribute that to Prestegard, who was waiting all alone wide left. And the aforementioned Jesper Prestegard just watches that bounce out of play. Jamison with the throw down the line. Again, they go down the line to Prestigard, and he tries to lay it off to Gardner. Cleared by Delsa. And then busting along to get back was Jamison. Scarabello has to come out of goal. Jamison now, they can just take a moment here, although then the press comes from Westside. Switches the call and switches where it goes. It manages to go under the right hoof of Hicks. And the free kick's conceded by Pascoe. Goodman let it run. Fernie Huff retains possession for Westside, then Harris shifts it. It's Harris on the ball again. Fernie Huff, got Dowse on his outside. Just leaves a little bit too much for Webster to do, but now it's a Cott and Al-Qatani rather. Harris, daisy cutter. Might have a second attempt here, Harris. He does, couldn't get it away cleanly, and the flag has gone up now, and Webster went down as well. I don't think there would have been anything in that to give a penalty if it wasn't offside, but we'll probably never know. Gardner trying to take on a couple, then rolls it over to the other side. Prestigard goes vertical. Miss hit from Harris. Second attempt. Finds the noggin of Webster. Awkward bounce for Newton, hooked back by Al-Qatani. Harris out to Harris. Lachlan to Miles. Blessing and a curse for a commentator when you've got repeat surnames like that. Gardner couldn't get the shot away. Trying to force the issue here is Gardner, and he's regained possession with sheer determination, and the shot wasn't a bad one, but Chase was always equal to it. Webster. Needs a cut back here. Does Webster? He'll get a corner out of it, which is a better result than what it was looking like for him. And this is curious. There's no one more advanced than the arc, the penalty arc for the Saints, and that ball comes over and Scarabello grabs in traffic, but they left three back near halfway, Westside. This Falls, who rides one challenge. Could have had Prestigard fair on his left. He went right instead into the traffic. Al-Qatani with it now. Short to Fernie Huff. Spots Webster, but it was always going to be hard to pick him out there. Well, that's a better one. Peel watches it, and Scarabello must have made the call. bundled long from keeper to keeper. Harris tackled at the second attempt. Giving it away though. This is Miles Harris. Fernie Huff. Got Dow so on this side. He goes back into where the bodies are though. Pascoe. Goodman. He's up on his own. The support comes now. And he forces them to backtrack a little. Al-Qatani has to hold it up and does well to hold it up to Al-Qatani. What can they try and craft here? Shot came through from Webster. It was halfway blocked. Hicks. Gardner. Still Gardner, short to Hicks. Someone's lost a shin pad. Gardner comes inside now, although it left in two minds there. Pressed to guard and Pascoe, but Pascoe has come up with it. He's able to run at the defence and he's left it behind again. Utsrim. Lee. Back to Utsrim. Turned over, that was sloppy. So was Goodman's first touch. He does win it back though under pressure from a Cott. A little bit messy at the moment. Peel to Gardner. Dan Peel, that is. Gardner facing forward now. Turns back inside. Gardner, can he get the shot away? Can he get that right foot free? He does. And the shot is not the best. And Utsrim forces it out for a corner. As we said, Northern Storm waiting for either the Port Saints or Armidale City Westside. Tomorrow evening's final in the inaugural UNE Regional Super League. Welcome Prestigard delivered from the corner. Goes through everyone. Goodman waiting for it at the back of the area and lays it off for Hicks. He tries to get a shot in. It's returned by Harris. Throw-in will go the way of the Saints. Falls has made himself available for the throw. It goes up instead, and a Cott almost sends that into orbit. Webster couldn't keep it in. Another throw for the Saints. Falls, prods it ahead, giving it up now. He tried to go quickly, did Armidale City Westside. And Utsrim, he's able to put that out of danger. Goodman. He's dispossessed by Lee. The Port numbers quickly converge, but they've turned it over again now. Westside coming with Lee. Might have been the wrong option for Andrew Lee. That wasn't the best ball, but it might work out for them. Oh, that's a little missed kick from Clark, but just as well for him. It still dribbled through to his keeper. Chase out to Lee. A Cott. Lee again. He'll try and slide Webster in. Couldn't thread it through. Audible groan from Chase as that skewed off his foot. Still made its way to a cot, but he's at his pocket pick now. Goodman trying to combine with Prestegard. Prestegard cutting inside and going himself. Straight at the keeper, though. Probably wasn't a place to try and take the shot. Fernie Huff with a little bit of time. Daosa to Fernie Huff again, but it goes short, puts him under pressure. Falls to Gardner. Now it's with Hicks. Gardner again, dispossessed. Fernie Huff tries to float it ahead for Webster. They are firm in defence, the Port Saints. They've ridden that early pressure, in fact, the Saints, and they are looking the more assured of these two teams. Obviously easy to say when you're up 1-0, but they have been looking more comfortable at the back. Still a tight one at the moment. They're used to that in the group stage. 3 wins, but all close encounters. Pascoe just had to quickly shimmy back for that one. And Goodman's gone down. I don't think there was too much in it. There was contact with Atstream. I think he might have played for it. We play on. Prestegard manages to keep it in play, and it's too much on that cross. Scarabello with all the tricks. Matt Peel now. Jamison gives it away. This is Lee. Was he fouled there? No, we're still going. Now Lee's on the end of that one, and it deflects off the legs of the Saints defender, and it's out for a corner. I think it was Matt Peel that got final touch there. It's a corner for Westside. Floated into traffic, and it's met at the second. It's a goal. Well, there was muted excitement for Westside, but it is Makuaka Cott who got the touch. It was Webster with the initial header, and we have our equaliser. Suddenly the complexion of this game changes. Port Saints were looking pretty comfortable. You're back on level terms, and well, Cott almost looked surprised or even apologetic there, didn't he? He was Johnny on the spot. As Webster wasn't able to generate his own power on it, Cott certainly did. And also, the first game today in which both teams have scored. So 1-1 is not a scoreline we've seen at any stage today until now. Al-Qahtani. Lee. Deosa takes the shy to Fernie Huff. Rolls across the feet of Webster. Al-Qahtani, nothing doing there. Has to look back to Harris. There's a bit of room out here. It's rifled over the top. That might not have been the best effort from Miles Harris. So we've got a long way to go, but since we are 1-1, we will remind you, if it is level after 90 minutes, it's straight to kicks from the penalty spot. Certainly hasn't really been anything we've had to worry about in the earlier 3 games today. Well, we've got a contest forming here. Al-Qahtani. Webster. Still Webster. It's a firm challenge from Peel. Dan Peel had to make sure he got ball there, and he did. Fernie Huff. Harris. Lachlan Harris, that is. Fernie Huff again, trying to work the tight spaces, but they've been pinched by Matt Peel, and he tries to release Goodman quickly. That was how Port Saints scored the opening goal. Goodman waits for support now. He's put it behind Gardner, who went acrobatic to try and retrieve it. Someone's lost a shin pad again. It is Lucas Deosa who's having all sorts of trouble with that. A Cott, who brought us back on level terms. And get a second bite at this one. Al-Qahtani. It's Miles Harris. Edge of the area, goes down and he grabs the ball, and that's going to be a free kick the other way. He was playing for the penalty. Got to say, is he going to be booked? No? I was about to raise that point. It's a fairly cynical handball. It's just a free kick. It's that one where you try and force the referee to make a decision, and the risk-return profile favours the attacker. Prestegard helps that on its way. It's almost a box kick style like we'd seen rugby union. No way out for Atzrim, but they'll get a goal kick now. Lachlan Harris gets good carry on that one. Al-Qahtani was bearing down on Dan Peel, who just has to put it out of play. Just thinking too, we've gone past 26 minutes now. We haven't had our drinks break yet. Because we didn't in the first game of the day, did we? While we're in the heat of the day, we were stopping about halfway through each half. Free kick there after I think Atzrim was unceremoniously felled. Of course, we are later in the afternoon now. The shadows are getting longer over Scully Park. Pitch has held up really well. There's a lot of traffic over it this weekend. It looks as good as when we started the day. Comes in, skims off the head of one of the Saints defenders. I'll try and recycle here through Webster. The throw-in has gone the way of the Saints. Fernie Huff. Now Lee. Lee goes himself and the shot's blocked by Matt Peel. And now there's some room for Prestegard. Gardner. Goodman. Gardner has to check his run and come back for it. That's a Deosa. No way. Utstrom caught it awkwardly. It's going to spin back towards his own goal. Or maybe a shot for Goodman. And he tucks it away and puts the Saints back in front. Angus Goodman with a clinical first-time finish. And it's Port Saints up 2-1 now. And again, not a whole lot of excitement in celebrating the goal either. Very gentlemanly at the moment. Fernie Huff, beg your pardon, it was Webster that pinched it off Hicks. Harris tries to slide it through. Now it's Lachlan Harris out to Miles Harris. He goes the aerial route. Slightly awkward for Scarabello. Gonna watch that post. Jamison. Matt Peel tries to find Gardner. Gardner again. Pascoe tries to find Hicks on that right flank. Dealt with by Clark. Newton goes in the area. Gardner went down. No whistle. Newton. Dispossessed by a cot. Peel. Dan Peel, that is. Gardner. Nice turn. That's snuffed out, though, by Clark. Webster. Oh, that's a great ball through to Fernie Huff, who takes it well on the chest. Needs support now. Back to Lee. Can he whip a crossover? He can, but it's too close to the keeper, and Scarabello was always favoured there. Oh, now they've left some room for Port Saints to drive forward. That's a pretty horrible ball from Xander Hicks, and he knew it. Harris, back to Dowser. Fernie Huff, pinched by Gardner. Goodman now, he's already scored 2. Gardner, plenty of blue shirts back, and the shot's blocked. Pascoe looks back to Prestegard. Gardner again. Gardner tries his luck. Over the top. Jamison looks out to Prestegard. He puts Gardner in the middle. Harris back to Fernie Huff. Deosa has lost a shin pad again. It's got to be the third time. Miles Harris just caught flat-footed there. Prestigard looks back. Prestigard again now. Goodman. Tight areas for the Saints. They almost get it across. Fernie Huff and I think it was it Upstream in a muddle? No, that's Dowser. This is Newton. Falls. Hicks. Drives it into the area. Westside defence does enough. This is Lee. Get a throw in for his trouble. Miles Harris tries to switch of plates over the top of Fernie Huff, and it's out of play. Pascoe. Goodman. Prestigard. Prestigard! He had Chase worried. And it's a corner for the Port Saints. The corner comes in. Like it was a cot that got the header on it. Newton. Floats one over. It's a tame shot in the end, but it was touched on the way through, so it's another corner for Westside to defend. Short to Gardner. This time it's a goal kick. Game of keepy uppy comes to an end, and it's Hicks. He's dispossessed. Now Lee. Harris. Deosa. One back. Gardner steps around one. Deosa clears it up the park. A cot helps it on its way. Almost runs onto it, a cot. The Saints defence recovers. Newton shifts it to Prestigard, who has shifted sides. For those counting, that's at least 4 for Deosa with respect to the shin pads. I know I'm counting. Gardner looked to get a shot away. Now looks to get a pass away, and it's a lovely little pass, and it's a very good stop by Chase. Rushing out and getting a hand on it. I reckon Hicks might have thought he was in. Now Newton has a bit of work to do here. Does he look back to his keeper? No, he looks to the sideline. A cot. Webster. Edge of the area now. And it's just a goal kick. And the Westside supporters asking for a penalty. Held on its way, and now Gardner trying to do his work at ground level. Press to guard. Seem to have shifted across that front three at the moment. This is Goodman. Press to guard. Gardner wanted it to feet. It wasn't coming to him. Peel. Back to the other Peel. Now they're able to move it out to Jamison. Goodman. Switch of play to press to guard. And it's not the most productive use of that ball. So 5 to go plus stoppages in this first half. Port Saints with the lead and the better chances, the greater number of chances, although Armidale City have been a threat at times. This is Deosa. Fernie Huff strong on the ball, but dispossessed now. I press to guard. He finds Gardner. Pascoe. Trying to thread it through for Goodman, and wow, I thought maybe Chase had overrun that one. Unconventional. Falls. Better with a cot. Fernie Huff on the end of it. Deosa. Fernie Huff. Dally there, and he's dispossessed. Goodman. Gardner. Gardner goes on a run here, shakes off that challenge. Still Gardner. Gardner tries to get free and get a shot away, and it's palmed down by Chase. And to be fair, that was probably the most savable spot for Hawkins Chase. Gardner had done all the hard work. Scarabello. Peel. Deosa. Lee was taken off him. Fernie Huff kind of lofts it into the middle of the park. Dan Peel. Returned by Jamison. Jamison. No way through this press at the moment. They try to work the edges. Well, that's just good defence, isn't it, from Westside, forcing the turnover. Although now they've turned it over themselves, and this is Goodman. Scored a brace already. Fernie Huff mopping up. Intensity's just gone out of this one. It's just funny because the ambient feels like it's down. The humidity feels like it's down, but just some heavy legs out there at the moment. And of course, tomorrow's final to think about as well. And it's still, obviously you'd rather be the Saints, but still fairly well in the balance. This has been our closest game so far today, by far. That's Harris with a great tackle, and he'll try and release Webster. It's just a little bit too straight, though. Press to guard. Back inside for Gardner. Gardner tries to take on a Cotton, beats him. He's got Goodman there. He goes short. Goodman for a third. That's not his best strike of the ball. Surprising lack of urgency considering a goal behind with not too long left in the half from Westside. But anyway, Goodman controls it with the head initially. Gardner tries to turn it around the corner. Pascoe was busting a lung but didn't reach him. And this one isn't going to reach Webster either. And a play by Deosa. Newton flings it down the line. Deosa was climbing over Gardner, although the free kick has gone. Which way has it gone? It has ultimately gone with Port Saints. Prestegard charged with the responsibility of delivering this free kick. Still not clear yet. Can Jamison swing this one over? No. That is the last action of the half. A half which has ebbed and flowed. The Port Saints have had the better of it, though, you'd have to say. And they have the better of it on the scoreboard. So half-time in the second men's semi-final of the UNE Regional Super League. Going into the break, Port Saints 2, Armidale City Westside 1.
At UNE, we've designed study around real life. Yours. Sure, learning can happen in classrooms, but it happens outside of them too. In moments and places where things just click. On campus or online, it's where you'll find your people, your passion. The place where study actually fits your life. Because UNE puts you at the centre. At UNE, we've designed study around real life. Yours. Sure, learning can happen in classrooms, but it happens outside of them too. In moments and places where things just click. On campus or online, it's where you'll find your people, your passion. The place where study actually fits your life. Because UNE puts you at the centre. At UNE, we've designed study around real life. Yours. Sure, learning can happen in classrooms, but it happens outside of them too. In moments and places where things just click. On campus or online, it's where you'll find your people, your passion. The place where study actually fits your life. Because UNE puts you at the centre.
close one.
That's it, hey? Yeah, it's the first close one of the day, I think it is.
It's the first time that both teams have scored.
Yeah. Do you reckon you could pick it at the moment? Or? Not really, or Port Saints, I guess.
Port Saints look better.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good that there's something in it, you know.
Let's do this. It's finally poised contest as we await the start of the second half. The second men's semi-final in the UNE Regional Super League. The Port Saints leading Armidale City Westside 2-1. So the men from the coast with their noses in front, but as we've seen, Westside have the capacity to equalise. They've done that once already. They're going to have to do it again. And they go route one to start with. It's an interesting approach. Line out 10 yards out. Not sure what that was about. I think they were trying to hit one of the wingers on the break. It just didn't work out. That one's out of play as well. I don't know if it was ever in play. The throw-in was signalled to Port Saints again initially, but it'll be Westside that will have the throw-in. It's Fernie Huff that dinks it into the area. Matt Peel gets a head on it, and it's come through from Al-Qatani. Atzrim. A cot. Pasco makes the tackle. Can't go on with it though. Atzrim. Again. Given away now. This is Falls. Atzrim. Goodman. Falls. Tries to prod it through for Gardner. Doubles the lead. Josh Gardner strikes early in the second half. And the Port Saints tighten their grip on this one. It took the best part of 90 seconds for the Saints to stretch their margin. And that looks a lot more comfortable now. So now Westside really have to play chase. Got the right man in goals for it anyway. That should be a blue throw, and it is. But not if you ask Jesper Prestegard. Harris with the shy, a cot on the end of it. Harris can't get the crossover. And Goodman can't nip it back. He might get a second chance here. Well, it'll just be a throw-in. I don't know if either of them really got much on that at all. Atzrim clears it. Almost makes its way to our camera. up in the grandstand here at Scully Park. You can see the shadow growing longer over the pitch. Deep into the afternoon now. Oh, and Gardner's in behind again. Can he score again? He can! Gardner goes bang, bang, and the Saints are just about out of sight. So 4-1 to the Port Macquarie outfit now. And it's looking all the world like an all-coast final tomorrow evening. Northern Storm awaiting the winner of this one. Oh, it almost dropped for Lee. Al-Qahtani, edge of the area. He gets a shot away and threaded it through the traffic. Scarabello was behind it though. He would have only seen it late, but he was in the right place. Dowser. Back to Clark. Newton. Fernie Huff with a bit to do there. Newton wins it. Just goes outside of the boot, but Cott gets there first. Harris tries to switch a play. It was Lachlan Harris to Miles Harris. Miles lumps it back across the park, but it's a little too vertical. Scarabello decides he'd prefer a goal kick. And again, it breaks kindly for the Saints. Jamison. It's worked out all right. Oh, Gardner almost had it. Last-ditch intervention. Newton rolls it to Hicks. Gardner, Cott making the tackle. He's not afraid of some grunt work in defence. Is that Makuaka Cott. Lee. Still Lee. Lays it off now for Webster. Lee, edge of the area. There's a foot in there. It was Prestegard. He made the tackle. Corner to Westside. Harris goes low. Might have been the trick shot. And if it was, Scarabello was wise to it. Utrim in a battle with Gardner. And whipped clear by Clark. Doesn't look like there are any half-time changes, so 3 subs waiting for Saints. And I thought it should be 4 for Westside. Al-Qahtani has started though. He was officially on the bench on our team sheet. He's definitely been on since the opening whistle. Out to clear was Chase. It's going to roll back down the hill, maybe? No, holds up. That's got to be annoying. It's all right, Cooper Newton has a spare ball to throw in. Nodded back central by Falls. Goodman came to receive. Gardner, edge of the area. Falls sets a shot away and flashes it over the bar. Prestegard slices underneath that one, and Gardner with the Falcon. He might have got Goodman in through here. Oh, good stop from Chase. The danger's not over yet, though, and Chase has to come into action again. And then, well, I know we're at Skelly Park. It was very rugby league that sort of passed there from Chase. Flag is up for offside. Flag is down now, so we'll just play on as we were. So as we said, the winner from this one will face the Northern Storm in the women's final, which is first up tomorrow. It'll be Lake Cat-Eye versus Macleay Valley. A cot put into a bit of space here. Fernie Huff. A cot continues the run. Newton makes the tackle. Falls. Goodman. Gardner. That one's found its way through to Falls. It wins the challenge. And beats the man again. And now lays it back. Oh, and it's just past the post. Gardner with the strike. Lee. Let's come short, and it's forced Scarabella to rush out, make the clearance. Webster. He's going the wrong way, looks back to Atzrim. Now Lee. What can he craft? He goes out to Harris. Lachlan Harris chips one into the area. No blue shirts on the end of it though. Fernie Huff. Peel. Newton now. Falls. Now Gardner. He's got Goodman. He's still got Goodman. Oh, lovely finish. And Angus Goodman has a hat-trick. Port Saints extend their lead to 4. Miles Harris. Matt Peel. Prestegard. Hooked back by Goodman, but only for the benefit of Miles Harris. Fernie Huff holds it over to Diaosa. He's got both shinnies in at the moment. it appears. Lee cuts inside. Gardner. Pascoe. Now Goodman. Jamison again. Back to goal now. Gardner. Had the power, not the placement. Now we'll get a change. "59 minutes done, and it looks like it's the end of the afternoon for Miles Harrison. He's got a little bit of a limp, and that'll be the end of his campaign in the UNE Regional Super League for 2025. Will Nelson goes on, and that is he on the ball now. Lee. He's been enterprising, hasn't really got his reward for it though. Fernie Huff tried to let it run. Now Pascoe. Gardner. Stabs it through for Pascoe, stabs it a little bit too far ahead of Pascoe. Harris. Lachlan Harris, that is the last Harris left on the pitch. Just dallied on that one, and Falls was able to make a great ball and all challenge. Now Gardner coming at them again. Still Gardner. He's going to go on his own. Just puts it over the top. Now this might be about a bit of fatigue management now. A double change coming for the Port Saints. So Dan Gardner and Ben McIntyre will go on. That's the end of the shift for Angus Goodman and also for Xander Hicks. Of course, Goodman finishing the game with a hat-trick. And we should, barring something rather remarkable, see him in action tomorrow against the Northern Storm. He will be cock-a-hoop after their win over Inverell, 6-0. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Just one of those games where the problem snowballed for Inverell. Yes, I realise the irony where we are at this time of year. Dowse prods it out of play. It's Josh Gardner. A cot gets back, although it's broken kindly for them here. Prestegard. Newton. It's Dan Gardner. Wins it back. Tries a little dink, but Harris is in the eye of it. Dan Gardner again, now and Falls. Falls has managed to make his way into the area. And again, it flashes wrong side of the post as far as the Port Saints are concerned. This is Fernie Huff looking for an option. He's wide left to Dowser. Lee. Fernie Huff again. There's no way through here at the moment for Westside. He said it's a well-organised Port Saints defence. A cot. Al-Khatani rolls it to Nelson. There's the vertical route towards the back post. What can Lee do here in a battle with McIntyre? Still Lee. Newton sees it out of play. Dowser has given it away now to Josh Gardner. He had Dan Gardner waiting for it, and we're going to come back now. The Port Saints on the attack again. Falls almost left it behind. Prestegard, who's been a left back for quite some time now. Josh Gardner rather had to reach for it. Lee. So I thought it was a Nathan Lyon, Gary Lyon style joke for a sec, but yes, it is Andrew Lee, so Andy Lee. Not of Hamish and Andy fame, I don't think. Took me a moment. It's been a longish day. We'll reset tomorrow for the finals. Big day coming up to crown our UNE Regional Super League champions in the inaugural edition of this competition. Nelson can't beat the first man, but Akot has come up with it. The tangle of bodies, and it's left Prestegard staying down, and as Scarabello has to scramble to ensure that one doesn't go in. And I just think that Prestegard has worn one where you don't really want to wear one. Hopefully it's as simple as that. And of course he will have to leave the field given play was stopped. It's always funny until it's you. This is Newton trying to work the tight spaces. Gardner's trying to combine here. Still Josh Gardner. He won't say die. A cot. Prestegard is back on. Lee. Dowser. Fernie Huff. Eventually the Saints win it through Pascoe. Now they try and surge forward again. Dan Gardner to Falls. Has to come back for it. Josh Gardner now. Goes down under the tackle from Harris. It's whipped out to a cot. Harris again. Maybe third time lucky for Lachlan Harris. That's him. Harris. Short, but they get away with it. Lee. No way past Newton. He was being solid in defence today at right back, Cooper Newton. Prestegard. Nice control from Jesper Prestegard. Gardner. Nothing doing there. Fernie Huff shifts it to Nelson, who returns the favour. Utsrim gets involved as well. Left a cop with a little bit too much to do. Falls. Josh Gardner looking to cut in, edge of the area. Now for Jamison, blocked. Pascoe, ditto. And then Pascoe makes the tackle. Still some good commitment in defence. 20 minutes left in this one, or less than, until we add on the stoppage time. Oh, and that's a tired turnover, and Josh Gardner, this is a gift. Oh, and he might have mucked it up. Oh, Chase keeps it out. It's all rather comical. So, as I said, some tired football now. Webster showing a bit of energy here, though. Gets the cut back behind a cot, though. Now it's with Prestegard in safety. That's him. Deosa regains possession and gives it away to Jamison. Tries to send Josh Gardner on his way quickly. And again, Chase makes the save. A little more conventional from all concerned this time, though. Fernie Huff to Nelson. A cot. And now Darosa has to pull the trigger. Matt Peel to Dan Peel. Newton making a run from right back. Darosa blocks the pass. Lee. It's not the first time that Lee has gone to sort of clutch that left hip, left hamstring. I don't know if it's just habit. It looks awkward. Harris. Take the throw in quickly, a cot. scored the equaliser for Armidale City Westside. It seems like so long ago now, and they almost have a second. Webster couldn't get over the header, but it was close. And we're going to have a change here. It's Robert Blair, who's about to be sent on. Lucas Dow's day is done. Blair getting his first involvements in this game. Oh, he's been dispossessed by Dan Gardner, although there's a little trip in there. $15 and change to go before we can confirm a Northern Storm versus Port Saints men's final in the UNE Regional Super League tomorrow evening. That'll kick off at 6 p.m. You'll be able to watch that on Northern New South Wales Football YouTube, or if you're in town, get down to Scully Park. Historic occasion. Webster now. Of course, the women kicking off a little earlier in the day at 3 p.m. That one's not going to go out. Like Cat-Eye versus the Macleay Valley Rangers in that one, the women's fixture. And we'll decide our inaugural champions of the men's and women's game in the UNE Regional Super League. Nelson at trim. Spotted something he liked. It was Webster. Webster might still come up with it here. Edge of the area. No way through there. No way through Peel. Nelson. Trim heads it forward. It's an awkward one for Pascoe. Now with McIntyre. Pascoe. Dan Gardner rather. This is Josh Gardner. He's looking for his hat-trick as well. Have to wait a little longer, and he's just clutching at that ankle now, or shin. This is not what they would want, because a dozen minutes and a bit to go, and this game is over for all intents and purposes, but an injury now could be critical tomorrow. Oh, this is a concern. Josh Gardner is not putting any weight on that left ankle. And on the upside, it's going to be the cult hero coming on in his place, Oliver Chapman. Oliver Chapman on now. But that will be one to watch for. Josh Gardner scored a brace today. And the question is now, will he play tomorrow? Would be a bitter blow for the Saints. Blair in a bit of real estate. Lee, who has toiled hard today for not a whole lot of reward, but he's been a threat. A cot, I think that was a back heel. Lee into the area. Step over and takes them on, and the shot's blocked. A cot. Couldn't find Webster. This is Fernie Huff. Fernie Huff. A little more than a settler for Scarabello, if he needed one at this point in the game. Less than 10 minutes to go in regular time. Chapman. The crowd went wild, but he got his first touch. It went even wilder when he stumbled over the ball, Oliver Chapman. Pascoe. Jamison. Chapman again. What can he do this time? Into the area, Chapman. Oh, beats one beautifully and almost scores himself. And at the back post, there is Dan Gardner to finish it off. And it's 6-1 to the Saints. That might be the biggest cheer of the day from the Port Saints faithful. I guess we can call that a secondary assist from Oliver Chapman. Dan Gardner is there to make it 6-1. Prestegard. Falls. Doesn't get past a cot. Pascoe. Gardner. Well, that's worked out pretty well for Falls. Running at the defence and drags the shot just wide. So it's been 4 second-half goals for the Port Saints, but really it was Josh Gardner's 2 in the opening 5 minutes of this half that put this one to bed, and everything else has been cream on top now for the Saints. Northern Storm waiting for them tomorrow evening. By this time tomorrow, we'll be well into the first half of that men's final in the UNE Regional Super League. A cot. Fernie Huff. Makes himself into a tight area, and that was an important touch from Prestegard because Harris was waiting just near that far post. Lachlan Harris goes low. Lee tried something. His shot was blocked. Lee again. Newton has followed him and Newton has made the tackle. And there are a couple in front of him if he can get it across, although Chapman has to stay on side here. Newton is still going. He'll try and feed Jamison. And it all ends with a free kick to Westside. Blair's turned it over. Chapman. Radar's a little off. Now we've got a ball, so we should be able to get going again. The last one ended up in that hedge. Fernie Huff. Blair. Webster. Oh, Webster is still trying for something. He's been tireless today. It's a call here. Free kick to Westside. No foul on Pascoe is the decision. Lachlan Harris, a cot. Lee, can he get a reward for effort today? Lee almost was taken down. He's remained upright and there's a cutback. A cot on his left. Lee to try and recycle here, and it's whipped clear. Clark. Wasn't expecting that. Scarabello saw it. Chapman can't keep it in, and then there's almost a mischief done. So Deos retrieved the ball. Floated to Blair. Oh, fancy footwork from Robert Blair and beats another one and then gets a little bit too fancy. Jamison crying for him to release Chapman into space. Now he does find Chapman, although he's had to check his run. And then the flick inside and Jamison is able to continue the run via Falls. Takes a touch off Atzerim. Chase collects. Pascoe spots the keeper off his line, does Pascoe, but can't punish him. Atzerim. Nelson. And Harris on the line. He goes inside instead, and Webster turns well, but Pascoe tracked him. Jamison got a couple ahead of him. Chapman now. Oliver Chapman trying to put Falls into space. Put it too close to the keeper. Lee turning and now facing forward. Andy Lee still going. Lee Oh, and it's just gone behind Harris. It almost came off for them. Al-Qahtani, took a deflection and then pinged off the crossbar and off Scarabello. It was nearly one of the most unfortunate of own goals. That's him. As we take a breath, still a bit of action in this one. We are into time added, almost into time added now. Chapman, imagine if he scored, it would raise the roof on this grandstand at Scully Park. Gardner holds it up well, lays it off for McIntyre. Blair was firm, and Clark comes up with the football. Lee, can he show some pace again? Andy Lee cuts inside, then off to Webster. And the tackle is made by Pascoe. Blair now. That was a tired ball. As we move into the final embers in this one. The shadows now covering the width of the pitch. Oh, not even Lee can run that one down. He's gassed. He's given everything today in a losing side, Andrew Lee. And Scarabello in no great rush to retrieve this one. It's coastal outfits that are going to earn bragging rights. Lake Cat IFC versus the Macleay Valley Rangers in the women's final tomorrow, after they saw off Oxleyvale Latonga and Tamworth FC respectively. And the Northern Storm of Karora are waiting for the winner of this one. Dan Gardner nods it on. It goes to the sky now. Gardner might get a second chance here. Jamison. What can Jamison do? He tries to tee up Chapman. Can Chapman do something here? Ollie Chapman. They'd love it if he scored. He almost does. Chases down well to block it. And then there's a theatrical throw out there by Chase. Been an afternoon of entertainment, even if the scoreline has blown out. Fernie Huff. Harris. Too heavy for Webster. Josh Gardner. He's got a couple ahead of him. Gardner. Chapman. Oh, taking it off him. Clark is the party pooper. And it's official now. The men's final is locked in. Port Saints have earned their right to face the Northern Storm tomorrow evening and decide the inaugural UNE Regional Super League men's champions. So the final score here in the last of our 4 semi-finals at Scully Park today. Port Saints 6, Armidale City, Westside 1. We thank you for joining us today, and we hope to have your company again tomorrow afternoon. Women's final at 3 p.m, men's final at 6 p.m. Final day of the inaugural UNE Regional Super League. Until then, though, have a great night. It's bye for now. It's just me today. It should be just me tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. We'll probably be in there tomorrow. Yeah.